FOMCstrategy.com.
Hello, this is Daniel Grady with a brief look at the markets for today, Tuesday, January 7th. We'll start with a quick look at the economic calendar, and the first major event of the day is at 8:55 GMT when we have unemployment data coming out from Germany. Then at 1:30 GMT we have the trade balance from the United States, and at the same time we have Fred Rosengren's going to be beginning a speech. Rosengren is a member of the FOMC, which is why investors might be taking a closer look at his remarks today before we have the FOMC minutes being released tomorrow. Moving over to the markets, the S&P 500 yesterday continued its move to the downside. It dropped by 0.3%. This was after worse than expected services data, which was reported late in the afternoon yesterday. This also led to somewhat depressed markets in Asia. However, some of the markets were slightly up, so we had mixed results in Asia. Going into today's session, the futures for the S&P 500 are up by 0.2%, which would be somewhat expected. We would be expecting some kind of correction after 3 days move on the downside. Moving over to the euro. The euro came off yesterday off of support at 136. There's 135.80 to 136 is an important support range, and is now trading below our next level of resistance at 136.50. The pound also rebounded yesterday, which is indicative of a strengthening dollar, and as a matter of fact, the dollar strengthened yesterday, but that strengthened just slightly. It's also the pound is trading between 135.20 at support, and we still have a relatively weak resistance at 164.20, and then we have a stronger resistance at 164.80. The yen continued to trade somewhat sideways yesterday. It's still between support at 103.80 and resistance at 105.30. And finally, we have gold. Gold had somewhat of a odd performance yesterday. There was a sudden drop in the afternoon during trading, and it's not exactly understood why that was, or why that happened. Gold is also continuing within its range of 1,222 to 1,272. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching and happy trading.